If you are spending more time side eyeing the presenter, doubting the strategy, or never revisiting what you learned, you are not alone. In this video, I'm breaking down why most professional developments don't stick and what to do instead. I help overwhelmed educators shift from survival mode to a confident, student centered approach by focusing on what they can control. Together, we'll build sustainable systems, boost self awareness, and design a teaching experience that brings more joy and less stress. So, how many times have you walked into a professional development already convinced it's going to be a waste of time? I get it, I've been there too, but after attending and even leading PDs, I've noticed a few common patterns, some I'm even guilty of myself, that keep us from actually benefiting from the information being shared. Be sure to stay to the end to learn what shifts you can make to maximize your PD experience. Let's hop into it. Reason number one, we spend more time judging the presenter than listening to the message. The second we sit down, our first instinct isn't to absorb the information, it's to size up the presenter. We want to know, who is this person? When was the last time they were in the classroom? Do they even know what it's like to teach these kids? And let's be honest, educators trust other educators in the trenches with them. We assume that if they're not dealing with our kids in our schools facing our challenges, then their strategies simply won't work. And sure, experience does matter. But here's the problem. When we focus more on who is speaking instead of what is being said, we block ourselves from learning. Yes, some PDs absolutely miss the mark, but if a strategy is research based and has proven results, does it really matter who delivers it? Reason number two, we focus on what our students can't do instead of how we can help them grow. How many times have we heard a strategy and immediately thought, that won't work for my kids? We start listing the reasons. My students don't have the skills for that. My class has too many behavior issues. That's fine for on level or advanced kids, but my students are really low. And listen, I get it. Not every strategy is a perfect fit, but instead of dismissing it outright, what if we asked, how can I adapt this to work for my students? Maybe the full strategy doesn't apply, but is there even one piece of it that could? When we shift from a mindset of a limitation to one of possibilities, we can stop making excuses and start finding solutions. Reason number three, we never look at the information again. Let's talk about the stack of PD handouts collecting dust on your desk. Or is it just me? Or the shared Google Drive folder you meant to revisit but never did. We sit through the session, take notes, take pictures, maybe even get excited about an idea, but once we leave, that's it. No follow up, no implementation, no reflection. I've been guilty of that too. But here's what I've learned: PD only works if you work it. Even if you don't use every strategy, take something from it. If it saves you time, helps your students, or simplifies the process, why not give it a shot? And let's be real, if your district paid for it, they probably expect to see it in action, whether you like it or not. Ignoring it altogether just makes you look uncooperative. And if you ever want to push back on a strategy, you'll need actual evidence, not just your opinion. So here are some ideas to consider. The next time you're in a PD, ask yourself this: am I rejecting the information because it's truly not valuable or because I've already decided I don't trust the source? Also, think of a recent PD you've attended. Did you focus more on why a strategy wouldn't work or on how you could tweak it to fit your students' needs? And lastly, what's one takeaway from your last PD that you could revisit and try implementing this week? So here are my final thoughts. At the end of the day, professional development isn't perfect, but neither is teaching. PD will never be useful if we approach it with a closed mindset. Instead of seeing it as a waste of time, see it as an opportunity. You don't have to love every session, But if you can walk away with one idea that makes your job easier or improves your students' learning, wasn't it worth it? So, your next challenge is next time you attend a PD, go in with a mindset of what can I take away from this instead of focusing on what won't work because you might just be surprised.